Are accommodations available for the UBE? If you are preparing for the Uniform Bar exam and wondering about accommodations, you are in the right place. Let's break down what you need to know about accommodations for this important test. Yes, accommodations are available for the Uniform Bar exam for applicants with disabilities. These accommodations help ensure that everyone has equal access to the exam. They adjust testing conditions to meet the needs of individuals with documented physical or mental impairments that limit major life activities. If you are a law student who has received accommodations during your studies, you should consider applying for similar support for the Uniform Bar exam after graduation. However, keep in mind that just because you received accommodations in law school does not guarantee you will receive them for the Uniform Bar exam. The bar exam has its own application process, which requires specific documentation and has its own deadlines. To apply for accommodations, you will need to go through the Board of Bar Examiners in the state where you plan to take the exam. Each state has its own procedures, deadlines, and documentation requirements, so it is essential to start this process early. Often, you should begin months before the exam date, as deadlines for accommodation requests are usually earlier than the general bar exam application deadlines. When applying, you will need to provide detailed documentation of your disability. This includes evidence of any prior accommodations you received during law school or college. You may need letters from your law school confirming the accommodations granted, along with medical or psychological evaluations. Records of accommodations granted in previous academic settings can also be helpful. Reasonable accommodations can vary widely. They may include extended testing time, additional breaks, a separate testing room, or the use of assistive technology. The goal is to provide equal access without fundamentally altering the exam itself. It is also important to note that the multi-state professional responsibility examination has a separate accommodations application process managed by the National Conference of Bar Examiners. You must apply and receive approval for accommodations before scheduling this exam. Many law schools have offices or personnel dedicated to helping students prepare accommodation requests for the bar exam. They can assist you in gathering necessary documentation and provide letters confirming the accommodations you used during your studies. Since the Uniform Bar exam is administered by individual states or jurisdictions, it is crucial to consult the specific Board of Bar Examiners for your area. They will provide the exact procedures and requirements for requesting accommodations. If you are a law student planning to take the Uniform Bar exam, start gathering your documentation and researching the application procedures well before graduation. Coordinate with your law school's disability services or student affairs office and the relevant state bar examiners. This preparation will help ensure that you submit your accommodation requests on time and avoid any delays that could affect your ability to take the exam under the right conditions.